Okay, everyone, to my right, I got Robert and Adam.
Yeah.
Happy to be here again.
Right, so last time we did this video, it was only with Robert. And this time we have a brand new guest, Adam. Adam, do you want to introduce yourself a little to everyone that don't know you? Because people that watch my channel, they're now more familiar with Robert, but they don't know much about you.
I'm Adam Song Hinton. I'm 20 years old. I'm a student athlete at Cornell University. I'm pre-med studying biological sciences and want to be a doctor as well as MBA. So
Being a doctor takes a lot of time. My first question for you then is, how do you balance your school life and basketball? Because you must play a ton of basketball.
definitely a lot. I have to have a lot of discipline, manage my priorities really well. I'm not the best with time management, so I just have to really sacrifice a lot. But I bounce between my bed, the library, and the gym, and the cafeteria. That's it. And then see my friends every once in a while. You know, FaceTime the family. But sometimes.
When he can.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are both listed as 6'5", but it seems to me that Robert is a little bit taller than you. Is that true?
He said it.
Or is it just a hair? I'm not sure.
No, unfortunately, Robert's grown. I'm like 6'4", not 6'5". So he caught me during COVID. I think he was like 5'7", 5'8", something like that, starting COVID. In a year, just shot up, and he was like right next to me.
And then boom, he was low bro. And then
You know,
that's it.
It happens in life though. You know, it happens to a lot of families. I'm gonna go drink some milk, go sleep like 12 hours a day. I'm gonna hit another growth spurt, and then I'm gonna go taller than him, and then he'll have to do the same thing again. You know,
I don't know.
I gotta catch up.
He's 20 years old now. I don't know how much growing he has left, but
There's people that are still growing after they enter the league.
Yeah. I like that.
all right. Why you? Okay, never mind. Why?
I'm just trying to stir up some brother.
You're giving him hope.
Yeah.
Why?
Give me hope.
Now, it is the tradition on our show for me to ask you, who is your GOAT? Now, I'm going to remind you though, last time our interview didn't go so well because Robert didn't agree with my GOAT. So I'm going to give you guys one more chance. Adam, who is your GOAT?
I hope we have a good interview, but my GOAT's Kobe Bryant.
Boo! Why Kobe though?
I've just always admired and loved his mentality, his work ethic, and his absolute need to have perfection. He dots all of his I's, crosses all his T's.
Do you agree with Adam's GOAT?
No, of course not. But that was a great answer by him because he like worded everything like super fancy and stuff. Right. Dotted his eyes. Oh.
I'm gonna give you one more chance though. Kobe or LeBron?
Michael Jordan.
No, you gotta pick between Kobe and LeBron.
LeBron.
Good. That's the answer I want to hear. I'm glad you're on the right path now, Robert.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Let's talk about your time in Taiwan. Because last time we did the interview with Robert, Robert told us that you guys come back to Taiwan every year before COVID. So it's been a while since you guys been back to Taiwan.
Oh yeah.
Has anything changed? And what are the things that you enjoy the most about Taiwan?
I don't think too much has changed. All of the people are still so welcoming here. There's definitely a lot of nostalgia. Walking around, the food, the airport, everything's super similar as before. Biggest difference would probably be that we're staying in the new Taipei area instead of like the Taipei 101 area that we used to do. So that's a little bit different because I'm not seeing the Taipei 101 building every day outside my window. But I mean, obviously like Taiwan's still Taiwan, so it's amazing.
No, I would agree. I feel like a lot of it is the same, and I'm really, really happy for that. We got to visit my grandma's house last week. It just brought back so many great memories because we used to stay there. Even getting bit by the mosquitoes was a sweet but annoying memory. But every single little thing like really brought us back, and it made us really happy.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to basketball questions. You guys have been back for a while now, and you have run scrimmages with other teams, and you guys had practices and all that. What is the biggest difference between Taiwanese style of basketball versus the style in the US? There's a difference, or what have you guys learned so far?
There's definitely some differences. The biggest difference I would take away is that in the US, I feel like there's a lot more interior play. Like there's a lot more driving to the rack for finishing. And here there's a lot more like perimeter play, like a lot more 3-point shooting, surprisingly to me. So that was a big difference.
I would say that in Taiwan, there's a lot more actions run, a lot more screens, a lot more pick and rolls, a lot more handoffs. And then I like that it's a little more team oriented too. Like we really focus on the team aspect and hence the actions.
You're talking about shooting, right? So my next question for you then is, who is the best shooter on Team White right now? You can't say it yourself. You got to pick one.
I can't say myself.
You can't say your brother either.
At least from the practices,
Yeah, just from the practice.
I would say the best shooter would be TJ.
He's most consistent, I'd say, on wide open threes.
You don't have a different one?
Yeah, he's the one who always works out with us shooting too. So that's
So we're around him, yeah.
really the only other person we've seen in depth.
Again, last time we did this interview with Robert, it was fresh off of Robert's playoff game. And I even went to that game. So I know a little bit about Robert's game, having watched him play. Now, Adam, we don't know much about your game. And there's not many tapes of you online. So I guess, can you maybe share with our audience, what are your strengths and what are the things that you're currently working on to get better?
I would say that my game is, a lot of it is my scoring, especially shooting. I've always been a shooter, even when I was the biggest kid on the floor when I was much younger. Always wanted to shoot threes, always did shoot threes. I shot at like 48% for the entirety of my high school career. Shot 5 for 5 my freshman year at Cornell. And I just always enjoyed shooting threes, like I can't help it. But I would also say, besides the scoring aspect, it would have to be defense and my athleticism.
Would it be correct for us to assume that you're a better shooter than Robert and Robert is a better athlete than you?
Whoa, there was a lot in that. There was a lot in that, you know? I am going to go ahead and say that I'm a better shooter.
Robert, are you a better athlete than Adam?
Yes.
Oh. Do you agree with that, Adam?
You know, I can't say...
Wait. My athleticism. I'm more athletic. He's way stronger. So now I don't know. Athlete, because like what is an athlete? Athlete's like everything, right? I think I'm bouncier and maybe I'm quicker, but he's like way stronger than me.
I definitely agree with you on that, Robert.
Like,
look at the size of his legs.
And he's old, like a grandpa, like 20 years old.
20.
Hey, 20 is not old. I'm 37, so 20 is definitely. It's young. Still growing.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you guys have been working on the national team, like on Team White? In terms of the style of play, though, do you find that Taiwanese basketball is faster in pace, or is that just an assumption?
Well, to the first part, I would say that right now we're really just working on trying to get into understand the system better. As to the other part, there's times where I feel like it's faster. I would say that average, from what I've seen, is that Taiwan basketball is faster paced. But the reason that I'm slow to completely go for that is also because of Cornell's fast pace, I think. Just because we're really known for getting up and down the floor quick. So that's where my hesitation lies. But I feel like compared to most USA teams, I would say Taiwan teams are faster.
So since you mentioned Cornell, then I gotta ask you about Harvard Westlake then. How does the style of play compare to what you're used to back in high school?
High school ball is definitely different from the national team level here, but I think at Harvard Westlake we also played really fast paced. I think that was one of the reasons why we were able to win a state championship and be one of the top 10 teams in the whole United States last year for high school basketball. So I think that Harvard Westlake and also like playing for Team Why Not on that national stage this summer has definitely prepared me for this team pretty well.
So since you mentioned team is one of the top teams in the U.S.
I had to say.
And we understand you're a 4-star recruit. So now my next question to you, Robert. I don't know if you've been following, but there's a lot of controversies right now about whether or not you should start for Team White.
Come on.
Do you believe you should start for Team White?
We are here to help our team win, and obviously whatever our coach wants from us, we'll do, and we're here to have a fun time and help improve our games and help win the game. So we're giving you the boring answer, but it's true. We really are here to help our team win. So, yeah.
Good response. What about you, Adam? Do you feel that you should start for Team White?
I'm gonna have to go with the same boring answer as my brother, but we're gonna do whatever we need to help our team win.
I'm just gonna say on the record, I feel that Adam should start because I believe Adam's shooting is probably one of the best on the team right now. That's just my belief. Okay.
I appreciate that.
I got you. Not about the Kobe Bryant part though.
Oh.
So back to being a 4-star recruit. How difficult is it to get that recognition? Because many people don't know how difficult it is and the things that you have to work on to get there. Could you share with our audience just what do you think propelled you to that level? And is it difficult to get there?
First off, I'd like to say that it is extremely, extremely difficult. And why I say this is because even maybe 2 years ago, I was unranked and I had to compete against hundreds of thousands of people in the US to get this 4-star ranking that so many people talk about right now. And it's a result of countless of years of playing on the national stage against like the top players, being invited to camps that like the top 100 camp or the Pangos All-American camp, where you're competing against players that are all ranked way higher than you, have way more social media clout than you, that are pushing them up rankings, that it takes a lot of effort, honestly, like a lot of confidence to step up on that stage to play against them. But like especially this summer, I don't know if some of you guys know, but like I've been playing on the EYBL circuit or the top 100 camp, where you play against the other top 100 basketball players in the US in front of NBA coaches and college coaches. And in those camps, I played really, really well. And that's really how you get your 4-star ranking. So long journey.
The game you played against Cooper Flag, I think you scored more points than him and shot better shooting percentage. Is that true?
Whatever the stats say is true.
We're gonna put some Robert's highlight right now of that game. I think you had a crazy poster dunk, if I'm correct.
I believe you are correct.